So, Puffy AmiYumi. Boy was I led to the party. Who are they, you ask? They're a Japanese pop rock band formed in 1995 and fronted by singers and friends Ami Onuki and Yumi Yoshimura. I'm sorry if I mispronounced the names. While they had a huge following in their native Japan, in the US, they are mainly known for composing this.
When there's trouble, you know who to call. Teen Titans!
The original Teen Titans opening is what they're mainly remembered for outside of Japan. After that, they became huge for Cartoon Network, specifically for the remainder of the 2000s. As for me, I somehow missed it despite the fact that the show was airing when I was turning 4, 5, and 6. But now, well, not only do I have the Teen Titans show and movie on DVD, but in terms of their duo's song, well, I know K2G, and I know Shirushi, and Stray Cats Fever, and Aoi Namida, both the original and Boogaloo 2003 remix. Banger remix, by the way. Anyways, at the height of their post-Teen Titans popularity, there was an animated series that aired on Cartoon Network from 2004 to 2006 made to capitalize on the duo's success. The show in question was Hi Hi Puffy AmiYumi. How was it? Well, let's talk about that. Created by Sam Register, the series tells the story of a fictionalized version of the duo. The peppy, bubbly, and naively happy Ami, voiced by Janice Kawaye, and the tough but grumpy tomboy Yumi, voiced by Grey DeLisle-Griffith, touring the world in their tour bus home, which is somehow bigger on the inside, to do some shows for their greedy producer Kaz, voiced by Keone Young, or sometimes to get into wacky adventures outside of the live shows, sometimes being intercut by musical segments involving their music. Yep, that's the plot. Nothing too big, nothing too complicated. It's just an episodic 3 episodes in one show about our heroines getting into cartoony slapstick hijinks. Stories can vary from a malfunctioning microwave explosion causing one member to think they're the other, cast creating robot duplicates of their duo, to vampires sucking their talents away. Yes, that's an actual thing in the show. You know, classic early 2000s cartoon show stories. As the intro says,
Anything is possible!
before each episode, you get live-action segments from the actual Ami and Yumi themselves doing short sketches where they do stuff. They aren't really connected to the plot in any way, it's just them having fun with whatever they're doing. Funny that live-action Ami and Yumi worry about what Kaz might think or do to them, since their animated counterparts have no problems openly dissing him, even to his face. Also, not only do they do the opening skits, and used to do the closing skits before that was abandoned for just the opening skits, but they're also the ones that read the title of an episode.
Yumi saves Kaz.
Also, based on how they act in the segments and how their fictional cartoon selves are portrayed, it seems like Ami and Yumi don't really have a big ego and allow themselves and the showrunners to do anything they want just for the fun of it, unlike some celebrity-based cartoon shows before or since. By the way, here's my favorite opening skit. It's from season 3, episode 10. Ami and Yumi find a photo slide machine thing. What are those called? Anyway, they go in and take various photos, only to react in confusion at what comes out. The camera then cuts to the photos to show us it's their animated counterparts being goofy. That's a really cute gag. Speaking of gags, the jokes and slapstick in the show are fine. They're not knee slappers, they're just really cute jokes. Then again, humor is subjective, so maybe there's a joke out there that maybe someone died at, or another person might not have found funny. Either way, I kinda like them.
I have to keep breathing so I can live!
My favorite one has to be in the episode Agent Y. A spy comes in to tell Yumi, or Agent Y as he calls her, to take up missions around the world. When we first see him, he pops out of Yumi's toothpaste while she prepares to brush her teeth. After giving his whole mission spiel to her, how does he leave? I just love them acknowledging his weird entrance. Another favorite gag of mine is in the episode Helping Hand, where Yumi breaks her arms after signing too many autographs too fast. Ami suggests Yumi uses a bell to call her if she needs anything. Yumi brings up the logic of how to use the bell if she can't pick it up, and you'd expect Ami to kindly show her how to do it, right? Nope. She violently shoves it into Yumi's mouth. What a rudely helpful friend. Now for the positives. Firstly, the design of the show is very Western cartoon mixed with anime design, and it really looks good on the eyes, especially the backgrounds. They're simply designed. Also, I love how Ami, Yumi, and Kaz's mouths all move like how an anime characters' mouths moves while the actors are still lip-synced to the movements, compared to actual anime where the characters aren't really that lip-synced to lip movement when they're talking in the original dub.
I can hear the voices of everybody's hair.
Also, if you don't watch the show, you can tell the personality of the girls by simply looking at them. Ami is happy and bubbly 24/7, so her dress is very colorful and her hair is pink, with 2 cute buns on top as well as a flower. Yumi is a grumpy tomboy, so she wears purple and black, has a skull t-shirt, and has purple-blue hair. Meanwhile, you might have to be told about Kaz being a greedy producer to know it. Off context, he actually looks like an old dwarf father figure of sort. But with context, he looks more like a nerdy runt with many failed gigs before getting the big-time one with the girls. Also, there are times where you can hear their music playing in the background, them playing them on stage, or recording studios, or during a wacky chase scene. Though I would comment on how, for Aoi Namida, it's only the 2003 remix. It's a good remix, the one and only time you'll hear me say something nice about a remix, but the original is also pretty good. Though why they're not using the original might be because one part sounds like the 007 theme. Also, the girls occasionally say phrases in Japanese, keeping true to Ami and Yumi's roots. Speaking of, before they say Nori and kickstart the opening, Ami and Yumi both shout out something to the camera.
Nori!
If someone out there speaks Japanese, please let me know what they're saying. Also, am I the only one who thinks that when the two scream at the same time, it sounds like one whole different person screaming? Just a random thought I had watching the show. Now for some slightly bad things about it. There are moments in the show that, depending on how you look at it, might have aged either fine or like milk. For example, the episode Jungle Prom features the girls helping a Tarzan tap guy named Ed reconquer a lost love in Africa. About Ed, my guess is that he might be South African or Namibian, as those countries both have white people in it, because if not, also Ami and Yumi's childhood camp is named Camp You Want a Sushi. Need I say more? Next up, while Janice and Keone, Ami and Kaz's voice respectively, both have Japanese ancestry, Grey DeLisle, Yumi's voice, doesn't. She's the only non-Japanese voicing a Japanese character. Then again, this is the early 2000s, so this mistake is excusable with the context of the time period.
I agree.
Criminally though, outside of random DVDs with a couple episodes in it, there's no complete series of it. The only way to watch the show is to either find random episodes uploaded by fans on YouTube like I do. Video quality may vary, also some are not in English. Sometimes adding the words Google Drive version for the YouTube search, go to Internet Archive, Dailymotion, or to subscribe to Prime Video, Plex, or Crunchyroll. Google says HBO Max, but I don't trust it since David Zaslav deciding that nobody needs that pesky fun thing called cartoons or to have kids entertained.
I should have known.
Hi Hi Puffy AmiYumi isn't a life-changing show, nor is it a revolutionary piece of animation by any means. It's just an enjoyable cartoon from the early 2000s made to capitalize on the big success that the duo did for the Teen Titans opening. Speaking of, Teen Titans is the show that the series often likes to reference every now and then by either name-dropping the team or singing the intro.
Sure, and we could get some friends to help us, like the Army or the Navy or the Teen
With that said, not only is it fun, but it made me a fan of Puffy AmiYumi. Far too late, but it still happened. All in all, I give the show a 6.9 twang to the twang out of 10. 3 reviews in and I'm already running out of ideas for a rating system. With that said, did you watch the show? If so, did you like it? If not, did this review make you want to watch it?
Yes.
Their time in the spotlight may be gone, but it's nice to listen to their music or watch the show that made Puffy AmiYumi famous to remember the time when we were kids. And also to forget about the bad decisions of certain unnamed individuals. While the show was cancelled prematurely after a management shakeup at Cartoon Network, I still think this show deserves more time in the spotlight than it had when it first aired. And can we start a petition to get the complete series on DVD already? You might like it, you might not, but then again, anything is possible for the biggest in Japan.